What's up, guys? Ever wondered what it's like to go for a ride through one of Southeast Asia's busiest cities? Let's throw on this pair of yellow gloves, throw a leg over this bright red scooter, and go for a ride through Hanoi in the north of Vietnam. Just listen to that honking. It's not common for cars to sort of stand on their horn like that, but you will get that type of honking occasionally when a driver decides to just blow right through an intersection, and they're basically letting you know to stay the heck out of their way. Scooters typically stay on the left, but as you can see, that guy, or on the right rather, but as you just noticed, that guy wanted to make a left, so he just cuts right across all lanes of traffic. Scooters, typically being slower than cars and larger vehicles, ride on the right side of the road, rightmost lane, and it's just something you have to learn to navigate as you're out here. Using signals is important even in roundabouts like this. There are still a lot of drivers and riders out here who don't use their signals, but the police do try to enforce that where possible, and it is important because it's the best way to communicate with your fellow motorists as to what your intentions are. Right here, so we're going to come up on the left side to make this left turn, watch for the green light to drop, and just go. It's the beauty of being on two wheels. You're a lot smaller and more agile, so you can sort of creep right past all the stop traffic at a light, get to the front, wait for the green light, and just take off. You guys ever seen somebody sleep on the back of a scooter? Just check this kid out on the left. He's not holding on to anything, and he's flat out asleep. That takes a whole different level of comfort on the back of a bike to pull that off. Good on him. So up here, we're actually north of the city, which is why the lanes are wide, the roads are in fairly good shape, intersections are huge. It's an easier riding experience outside, just north of the city. But we're getting up on the bridge where we're going to cross the Red River into Hanoi, into the city of Hanoi. Typically on these bridges, they've got these dedicated lanes on the right side again for scooters. But if you're quick enough, you can sort of merge in with the cars and overtake as needed. If I hadn't mentioned it, I'm riding a 110cc scooter. It's not terribly powerful, but if I've gotten the throttle down for a while and got my momentum going, I can hold the steady pace. I can hold the steady speed for quite a while. This guy on the orange scooter he's just flying, this boy. He's got his shorts on, his collar popped, no helmet, no gloves, just nothing. I'll admit, it looks straight badass, but it's also severely stupid. When this guy hits the ground, as you inevitably do at some point in your riding life, it's going to be painful. And you've got the city of Hanoi coming into view as we get off of the bridge here. There are multiple bridges that connect the north end of the river, regions like Long Bien, which is where I'm coming from, into Hanoi. So we took one of them. I'll pop the name on the screen somewhere because I've forgotten what it is. But once you get into the city, you can see it gets a bit more congested. There are far more cars. The roads are a bit narrower, and you just gotta watch for that. Like, people will cut right across, even though it's your right of way. They'll just come right across a live traffic lane to make their left, and like this right here. You've got to be quick on your brakes. You've got to be hyper vigilant to things not just in front of you, but on the sides, because you never know when another scooter, a bike, pedestrian, another car decides to turn in. For the most part, most of the motorists are also very vigilant, but they also expect everyone else to be paying attention. So when they pull out in front, they're not going to do it quickly, they're going to do it slowly, expecting that you see them coming, and you just make way, you swerve, you brake, you do what you need to. There's very little aggression in the driving styles. Like right here, there's two cars making that left simultaneously through us as a group of scooters were making a left going the other way. So you've just got to be very aware of that. Again, lots of signaling. You get used to this. It's the riding isn't difficult. It's all quite predictable. It looks like chaos and madness at first, but as you spend time out on the road, out in traffic, especially on two wheels on a scooter, you get used to it very quickly, especially if you're used to paying attention to traffic. And if you're not, you learn very quickly. You might make a mistake or two, but you learn. Hopefully those mistakes are not costly or in most cases painful. I've been lucky so far, knock on wood. And right here you'll see what it takes to make this left turn. We're trying to make a left turn into this driveway, and there are other scooters around, cars. There's a guy with a bin tied to the back of his scooter. But we make it. It was a good, safe ride. As you can see, it's not terribly difficult. You just gotta have a bit of confidence and get used to doing it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.